on in.
Hi.
Hello, Ken.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Please have a seat.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, how are you doing today?
I don't know. I'm a
Well,
little concerned, actually.
Okay. Well, it's your first visit and we have a lot of things to cover. I'd like to hear your story and I'd like to know what brought you into counseling today. But first I want to ask you some background questions.
Okay.
All right. So can you tell me what your living situation is right now?
I just got an apartment kind of across town.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best neighborhood, but we're okay.
Okay. And how long have you been there?
Probably about a year and a half, 2 years now.
About a year and a half or 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And do you live with other folks? Do you live alone?
With my kids.
Oh, okay. And tell me about your kids.
They're 5 and 7.
5 and 7?
Yes.
Okay.
Boy and girl.
Boy and girl?
Yeah.
And are they with you full time?
Yeah, they're with me all the time.
Okay. And so it's just the three of you?
Just the 3.
The three of you together. Okay. And where did you live before that? Were you in Oregon?
Actually, we lived in Oregon. We lived, kind of lived up like Salem area. And, but that seemed like a long time ago now.
Okay.
It's kind of, a lot has changed.
And can you tell me about the kid's mom?
We don't see her around very much.
Okay.
But once in a while the kids get a call. And usually kind of short duration. They're usually pretty upset afterwards. But,
Okay, so she's not really in your life much.
No, she's
And mainly, her contact is with the kids.
Yeah.
And it's on the phone.
Yeah.
So you really, and there was, and that big change happened about a year and a half ago?
Yeah, a couple years, a year and a half, a couple years
A
ago.
little more than that?
Yeah.
Okay, when you moved down to the Eugene area?
Yeah.
Okay. And, are you seeing anybody now?
No. I
Okay.
can't get too excited about doing anything like that right now.
Okay. Are you currently employed?
At the same time, everything else was going on. I had a good job. I lost my job, and
That's
so
hard.
you kind of lost the job, lost the home. Everything kind of blew up all at one time.
Those are some big changes.
So got the kids still, so doing the best we can.
Okay. And so what is your occupation when you are working?
Well, I've done different things, but I was working kind of as a sort of an executive type, I guess, kind of middle management, just, a firm up there, but, it's, I really, honestly, the stress of everything going on, I just started having problems, and they just had to let me go, so I'm not sure if I could go back to that or not. It just seemed a little overwhelming.
Okay, and what field was that in?
I've been working in kind of like engineering and construction stuff.
Okay. So it seems like you were let go, and then you lost your house, and you had a big change in your relationship and where you live about a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah, everything at once. It was just a...
And I think you used the word like a blow up?
Yeah, that would be appropriate.
Okay. So, your parents, where you grew up, tell me, do you have brothers and sisters?
Well, my parents they live out of the area. I moved up to Oregon, like 15, 20 years ago, and
Okay.
we haven't really kept real close. I mean, phone calls and some holidays. My sister, just an awful person, very judgmental, wants to pick and prod at me and lay blame at my feet, so I don't get along too well with her right now.
Do you have just the one sister?
Yeah, just one sister.
And what is your relationship like with your parents?
Well, they're loving, but they're a little standoffish right now because they're not really. They don't know what to think. They weren't here. They try to be kind of supportive, and then they kind of withdraw a bit. So it's distant. I think that would be a good description.
And how are you feeling about that?
Not good. I really, I feel like an adult can stand on my feet, but I'm just so overwhelmed all the time. It's just feeling down. I really need something to pick me back up.
So you would like to see your parents take a more active role in being supportive?
It would be good. Yeah.
Okay. And just briefly, how would you characterize your family life growing up?
Probably a little stressful, but generally good. My parents, have always been together, always stayed together, fights or no, and everything. The kids were always taken care of, and our responsibility. Mom was a homemaker, Dad worked outside the home. Just what I consider middle America.
So it feels like a very stable, kind of a predictable environment.
Both parents, a tract home, 2 cars in the garage, dog, cat, couple kids, just kind of the thing. Once a year vacation. Old American dream, if you would.
Okay. All right, I think I understand that. And like when you think of your support network, who would you consider, or tell me like people that you might consider to be part of your support network?
Holy cow. I don't know, not a lot right now. I mean, honestly, I've got a few friends, but not real close because we just moved here. So there's just acquaintances. The kids, man, I mean, we can't rely on each other probably too much.
Is that a change from the way it was when you were before the blow up in Salem?
With the kids or
with your support network? And
oh, well, we had friends as a couple and things. And, we went to church, so we had that as a support system and some things like that too. And, a network of friends and things.
So was church a big part of your life?
It was a good part of it too, also along with some other social activities, but at least that was kind of more of a supportive area at the time. And as things came unglued, it just got a little hard for people to bear and hard for me to bear, and we just went different ways. So
okay,
I don't know if I can recover that or not.
So what I'm hearing is that you're telling me you're a lot more isolated than you've been, disconnecting from like a lot of involvement with friends and your church and work. Just a lot of folks and people in your area.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if I can get back with the church thing, because I honestly feel really guilty. I should have been able to save this marriage. Should have been able to somehow keep the kid's mom with us, for them too, and things. I don't know what I could have done. I tried, but I'm not sure what else I could have done. But I feel awful.
It's always two people. Two people with minds of their own. Now tell me about some hobbies, activities, things that you do for enjoyment or fun.
I don't know. There's just, I used to have hobbies, I guess.
So you really feel...
don't do anything anymore. It's nothing is exciting. Every day is just kind of blah.
So you really have a strong sense of then and now.
Yeah.
Before and now.
Yeah, big change.
And it seeps down like a big line down the middle of that.
Yeah.
And, so back then, what kinds of things did you enjoy?
Oh, I like to get outdoors and get out and hike a lot of times with my wife, and she'd go. And, I don't know, just a lot of stuff, hunting, fishing, getting out, love my motorcycles, some stuff like that. But,
so there are quite a few things.
Yeah, actually, I used to kind of revel in life, now it's just housework, take care of the kids.
So, have you lost interest, or you don't have time to do these activities, or?
I tell myself I don't have time, but you know, truth of the matter, I just can't get motivated for it. Stuff just sits, and I sit. And even when the kids are off to school or whatever, since I don't have anything work-wise to do right now, I just, a lot of times I'll just sit or go lay down or do something, you know, just to make the time go away.
So, tell me about it. Let's just take a typical day.
Okay.
So, like a typical, weekday or weekend day. You tell
Okay.
me. You decide what you'd like, and tell me tell me about your moods.
Okay. Well,
Like, when you get up until you go to sleep.
oh, okay. Well, I've been having problems sleeping, actually. I wake up in the night. Generally, I wake up around 3 or 4 in the morning. I can't go back to sleep. And so I'll get up and I'll sit, maybe have coffee or something, and wait for the kids to get up. And, they usually get up. If they're not up, I'll go wake them up so they'll be on time for school. And that's usually, I don't know, 7 or so. Kind of get them going. A little bit of a high point just because I love my kids, but we'll get some activity going and get them brushed up and combed and showered, whatever they're gonna do, and
So
get them out the door for a little bit, and then when they're gone, I just think kind of drudge through the day, do some chores, and then I know they're gonna be getting off school and home by 2 or 3, so I try to kind of take myself back up. I'll help with stuff, make dinner, homework, things like that.
So, just to make sure I understand, you work at trying to keep yourself together and presenting a positive face to your kids.
I try. I don't know how good.
And you're trying to protect them.
That I'm doing.
And you do enjoy some positive quality time with them in the mornings, and when they come home from school.
Yeah, little high points in the day.
Some high points to look forward to, and you are helping them with their schoolwork and their homework and preparing meals.
Trying, yeah.
And
maybe not the best. Macaroni and cheese is not hard to make, but we do stuff like that. Simple things.
And
money's not so good right now.
money is tight.
Yeah.
So when you put the kids to bed,
Mm-hmm.
tell me what that's like. Tell me about that time and about what going to sleep.
Well, usually I try to. I'll talk with them, maybe read or something with them a little bit. But once they're off to sleep, for me, and sometimes for them it's emotional. They cry, we cry, and it's kind of hard. But once they get to sleep, then I don't know. I try to do stuff like maybe watching TV or something. That's about all I get myself to do, because I'm really not tired. I'm tired, but I can't really sleep. Does that make sense at all? I just can't.
It's like your mind is it like your mind is going and you have a lot of thoughts, but your body is really tired.
Yeah, and so I don't know, kind of exist. If that makes any sense, and try to distract myself a little bit, but eventually I'll go lay down because I know I got to, because I got to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And that sort of thing, but it doesn't last long.
So you're feeling like you're missing something from your life.
Oh, there's no spark. When the kids are there,
You're missing a spark.
Yeah. And I'm getting a little worried because I'm feeling pretty dark these days. I'm feeling desperate.
So, can I ask you some more questions to help me understand how
Sure.
you're feeling about that. So about 2 years ago or so, did you have go through a divorce?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have full custody of the children.
It's worked out to be honest.
Did it started out to be something different?
Yeah, it did, but I mean, you know, it was like the court may grant custody, but if a person's just absent, they're just absent.
Were you, well, tell me about your feelings about the divorce. Were you looking forward to the divorce, or did you initiate, or did you want it, or?
I was surprised.
You were taken by surprise.
I was, totally.
Totally blindsided.
I thought we were doing okay.
Okay. So you were blindsided by it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know I did something wrong. Something went wrong.
Okay.
Sure it was me.
And you're thinking and you're feeling that somehow that wouldn't have happened if you had been different.
Yeah, if I had a better job, made more money, been more exciting, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I thought I was doing good.
So do you have a sense that you might be grieving? Do you feel?
Yeah, but I get ticked off too. I mean, yeah, it's like I get angry and
Angry.
I don't know if I guess I do probably get snappy with the kids once in a while too, because I get down and I get a little bit snappy, you know.
Yeah,
But
just a little snappy. Okay.
I don't know. I get irritated.
Have you experienced grief in your life before?
Yeah. I mean, I've lost my grandparents and stuff, but it was different.
Definitely
Different. It passed.
And how long were you married?
Oh, we were married for 8 years.
8 years. And how long had you known each other before you got married?
About 3 years.
About 3 years. Okay. So, now you're feeling like there's no spark, and you're feeling like you're just getting through the day and working really hard to make it through the day.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't for my kids, I just would have no purpose at all.
So, would you say that you're in a lot of emotional pain?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, thank goodness for my kids. I probably would have done myself in by now.
So I'd like to ask you, some more questions that are a little more personal,
Okay.
a little more. So you mentioned that you're feeling desperate,
Yeah.
and that your kids are helping you to just hang on, because you're feeling a sense of responsibility,
Yeah.
and of course you're their dad, and you're feeling love and caring and concern, and and you're experiencing a lot of psychological pain, and you said that you thought like, just, it would be easier like to just end the pain. Can you tell me some more about that?
Well, I don't even like thinking about it too much or talking about it because I don't believe in it, but I kind of thought about it, and then I'll shake myself out of it. But that's not a good thing. I shouldn't do that. But sometimes, yeah, I think it'd be a little easier to walk off the edge of a cliff and be done with it, But I gotta take care of these kids too.
So, when was the last time that you were thinking along these lines?
Not too long ago. That's actually what brought me in. I really thought
That's what brought you in.
I better get some help.
Did you feel scared?